Technical writer, Nick Jervey. Additional technical writers, Nick Thomas and Wendy Voigt. Systems programmers, Curtis Galloway, Mark Harris and Denise Howard. Training coordinators, Yomi Nishiyama and Jenny Posthumus. Systems administration, Graham E. Breeze, Mike Chang, Michael Cutler, Margaret Myers, Mike Thompson, and Rob Toy. Production assistant, John Christopher Cassisai. Supervising sound editors, Richard L. Anderson M.P.S. E. Elliott L. Cortez MPSE. Sound mixed by Steve Moslow and Greg Landacre. Post-production. Post-production executive, Martin Cohen. Post-production supervisor, Erica Freman. Post-production coordinator, Sven E. M. Falgren. Supervising dialogue editor, Avram D. Gold. MPSE. Special sound effects, John Pospisil. Sound editors, Julia Evershade, Eric Lindemann, and Marvin Wolowitz. Assistant sound editors, Ralph Stewart and Sonny Pettijohn. Sound effects wrangler, Steve Lee. Sound transfer, Mark Coffey and Bruce Bailister. Foley. Artist, Dan O'Connell. Foley mixer, John Cucci. Foley recordist, Linda Lewis. Re-recordist, Brian Pacassi and Frank Fleming. La Studios recording engineer, Carlos Soto Longo. Russian Hill recording engineer, Darren Roven. Recording assistant, Carl Carbone. Howard Schwartz recording engineer, Steve Rosen. Recording assistant, Fernando Escani. Additional voices, Jim Cummings, Jerry Sroka, and April Winchell. Loop group according by Lee French's Custom Looping, Sandy Holt/Loopies, and Barbara Harris casting, Charles Bartlett, Jack Blessing, Thomas Brunel, William Calvert, Richard Casino, Kate Carlin, June Christopher, David Coburn, Jennifer Crystal, Alex Daniels, James Dean, Peter Doyle, Murphy Dunn, Chad Einbinder, Jeff Fisher, Robin Florence, Rebecca Forstat, Val Franco, Annalise Goldman, Brian Herskovitz, Bobby Jacoby, Nick Jameson, Lori Johnson, Holly Kane, Damon Krall, Marsha Kramer, Steve Kramer, Katie Lee, Ann Lockhart, Anna Matthias, Don Maxwell, David McSharon, Christy Miller, Jonathan Nichols, Julie Payne, Tony Pope, Michelle Ruff, Gary Schwartz, Steve Staley, Arnold Turner, and Ruth Zalduondo. Color timer, Terry Claiborne. Negative cutter, Gary Barrett. Titles and opticals, Pacific Title/Mirage. Choreographer, Adam Shackieman. Assistant choreographer, Ann Fletcher. Music. Executive music producer, Hans Zimmer. Orchestrated by Bruce L. Fowler. Score recorded by Nick Wallage, London. Score mixed by Alan Meyerson. Music production services, Media Ventures, Santa Monica. Music editor, Brian Richards. Supervising music editor, Adam Smalley. Orchestra conducted by Gavin Greenaway. Choir conducted by Rupert Gregson Williams. Music contractor, Tonia Duval, London. Copyist, Tony Standen, London. London coordination, Maggie Rodford for Air Edel and Associates. Executives in charge of music, Mary Lotta E. Jacob and Todd Ohm. Music assistants, Steve Jablonski and Jeff Zanelli. 3D character and environment digitalizing and modeling provided by Viewpoint. Data Labs International Inc. Producer, Steven Sobieski. Head of production, Walter Nutt. Project lead, Jason Turner. Modeling, Richard Agron, Brian Allen, Matt Barlow, Ryan Bird, Jeff Bott, Emil Degree, Wayne Hammer, Ben Jarvis, Artie Johnson, Steve Keel, Takao Miyazawa, David Mui, Tony Morrell, Matthew Paulson, Kent Ringer, and Kevin Scheidel. PDIC.
Kent Ringer, Brian Salisbury, and Kevin Scheidel. Kent Ringer, Brian Salisbury, and Kevin Scheidel.
PDI Senior Management. VP Special Projects, Richard Chuan. Chief Financial Officer, John Batter. Director of Recruiting, Marilyn Friedman. Director of Marketing, Julie Haddon. Director of Human Resources, Regina D. Wright. Staff. Senior Recruiter, Patrick P.K. Kenny. Recruiter, Isla Abramson. Recruiting Coordinator, Sonia M. Torrigo. Human Resources Supervisor, Ginger Barnwell. Payroll/Benefits Assistant, Joanne Baumsteiger. Public Relations Manager, Judy Connor. Marketing Assistants, Shay Crabtree and Lori Junk. Accounting Manager, Susan DeSalvo. Staff Accountant,
Staff Accountant, Vinotha Alexander. Staff Accountant Vinod Alexander.
Accounting Assistant, Vicky Yee. Facilities Manager, Jan Snyder. Facilities Coordinator, Gayleen Kirby. Receptionists, Rachel Miller and David Wong. Operation Assistants, John Colt, Caesar Miles, and Della Washington. Facilities Maintenance, Nestor Aguinaldo. Film Recording Equipment, Management. Graphics Inc. Processing by Monaco Labs. Computer systems provided by Silicon Graphics Creative Services. The producers and directors wish to express their gratitude to Nina Jacobson. Special thanks, Susan Amar, Bob Badami, Pat Crane, Wendy Cruzan, John Dorrit,
Les Hunter.
Michael Kahn,
Phyllis Sebnick.
Larry Lessler, David Lipman, Melody Meisel,
John Dorist, Les Hunter, Michael Kahn, Phil Lesebnik, Larry Lessler,
Jennifer Nash, Ignacio Navarrete,
David Lipman, Melanie Meisel, Jennifer Nash, Ignacio Navarrete,
David Lipman, Melody Meisel, Jennifer Nash, Ignacio Navarrete, Martin Apius, Amy Robbins, Rex Ray, Brian Williams, Karen Woods, and PDI Commercial and Feature Effects, CAFE. Original score available on Angel Records. Songs. Their producers and directors gratefully acknowledged the generosity of Yoko Ono. Give Peace of Chance, writ by John Lennon. Guantanamera, written by Pete Sager, Julian Orban, Jose Femendez Diaz, and Jose Marti. Almost Like Being in Love, written by Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe. I Can See Clearly Now, written by John Nash. Performed by Neil Finn. Produced by Gavin Greenaway, Danny Jacob, and Jay Rifkin.
written by Johnny Nash.
Neil Finn appears courtesy of the work group and Parlophone Records. High Hopes written by Sammy Kahn and James Van Houston. Performed by Doris Day. Courtesy of Columbia Records. By arrangement with Sony Music Licensing. Logos appear. Prints. By Technicolor. Avid. Produced and distributed on Eastman Film. Dolby Digital. DT's Digital Sound. Sony Dynamic Digital Sound. The Motion Pictures Association of America number 36210. This picture made on the jurisdiction of IATSAT. Copyright 1998 by DreamWorks LLC. All rights reserved. DreamWorks LLC is the author and creator of this motion picture for purposes of the Berne Convention and all national law is giving effect thereto, and for purposes of copyright law in United Kingdom. This motion picture is protected under the laws of the United States and other countries. Unauthorized duplication, distribution, or exhibition may result in civil liability and criminal prosecution. Another logo, PDI. Distributed by DreamWorks Distribution LLC. Another logo, DreamWorks SKG.